Alrighty. So I know I just recorded an episode of this the other day, but it's a really fun game, and I wanted to play some more of it. And since I was recording this to begin with, I figured probably should continue recording it so that there's not like a gap in in what happens. Okay, I think I should just stick to the path. That's probably the safest option, right? Because I just need to get through the forest. Oh, is that a... I got a bad feeling that I'm gonna get like ambushed or something in just a second. And that's why there's all these dead bodies. Either that, or I'm gonna pass through the forest like nothing even happened. Alright, I'm gonna just... Okay. That was way less than I thought it was gonna be. The Gilded Veil. Okay. Here we are in wherever this is. This place looks way worse, actually. Whatever this place. Ooh, I'm in a cutscene. Oh, lovely. Am I gonna have to fight?
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Ah!
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
Nope.
Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
What a lovely place this is.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. What a lovely group of people we got here in this town.
Keep out of...
Listen.
What impeccable timing I have.
Let that be the last. 3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Alright. You said the inn was to the south, right? Is this the inn? You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and shuffling gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is particularly obscured by the hood, but his height and strange stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused, mocking us even while he shelters in our village. Just goes to show you what these fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take to the kind of treatment, not from foreigners, and especially not from Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake of his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but this one better watch his step around here because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns and to leave. See, they were cool fighting just the elf, but the second I was like, yo, you gotta fight me, they're like, nah, fam. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service. I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here? In Gwithan Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there? And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeve. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he focuses a tight smile, biting his lip so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes, and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Something weird is happening with him.
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale. Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Interesting. His darting glance takes in the tumbled-down buildings at the fallen rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places. As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Okay, so something definitely weird is happening with him. I have a good feeling that if I bring him with me, we're going to get into such trouble. Probably more than if I don't. But he's a wizard, and he could come in handy in some cases, so...
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Look, I made a new buddy.
How may I help?
Ooh. Jeez, okay. Someone's got some good stuff to choose from. Alright, so...
Yeah.
I guess let's head this way then. From here... I can go down to Megram's Fork. I don't know, I should probably rest, but... Yeah, let's go ahead and actually try and check out the blacksmith. Some new weapons could be nice. Who knows? So I just gotta go up here, right? And around here. And then up some more. I think I'm right. Yep, and then I just gotta go to the right. So I gotta get up here. Alright, let's check out the blacksmiths. It is like the middle of the night though, so it's possible he's not open. Oh, he is, maybe. Oh, there we are. Oh, that's right, you could, This Amawa man is an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square jaw, face coated and smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you got? You come at a strange time, I'm afraid. Stock's not what it used to be, but we've some fine weapon and armor yet. Oh, let's see what he's got for sale. That's a knife, I probably would imagine, but... Oh my, though. Phew! If I wanted to buy those, they better be, like, the best thing ever. Subray, speed average. It does do more damage, but I can actually afford it. 13 to 19. I think I'm gonna get this saber. 8 deflection. That's right. That's right, I need to equip that scale armor. Actually, yeah, what is this? So the scale armor is... No, the scale armor. Oh, I definitely can't afford any magical stuff. That's for sure. Alright, well, I'll get that saber then. There's one in my inventory. So I want to go ahead and put this scale mail on. And then I also have, I have a dagger, but no, swap that out with the, I'm going to pull this out, put this there. Right there. There we go. And then, I can sell him my old stuff, right? Let's see, because I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore, and I don't really need that right now, so let's go ahead and get some more money. And then I guess we'll head out. Alright, so probably should take a rest in the inn now.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. No. It's probably best to leave when the sun's out, so the route will be less dangerous. Just saying.
Well met, friend.
Please sit wherever you like, a drink or room. We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much in the way of a good meal today. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. Not really. Let's see what she's got for sale. Does this do anything specific? Okay, no then.
Greetings.
Did her voice just change? Well... all I can afford is to rest for free. In the common room. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilda Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side as you look at her. She looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly her head... oh, geez, that's real... oh, chills. Warning next time, please. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they're empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating in your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animator. Though it fills you with a new queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. Whew. Well, I guess since I've rested, I might as well go check out the tree now. It's still raining. I mean, an animancer is what I was looking for, right? The squat, distended body of the elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked burrow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward, rigidly from one side to another when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hand, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Oh, geez. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective as you exhale. You feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there's a sudden jolt to your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in space, occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes? Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice. The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now. And a watcher you will stay.
So I'm guessing in that magical explosion thingy, my soul got yanked for a moment, and now some mystic voodoo's going on with me.
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on, some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on. And those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them. Know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder! Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Oh, you know, like last night in the inn when you
should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company. Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no? Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think. Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
That's good to know, but I don't suppose you could tell me what that was all about. He gives you a sly grin, and I expect that explains how you survived the whatever. I can't remember. In the case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Only that they're rare and that they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, he coughs, as you just demonstrated. All right. Well, so we got a new place to try and get to.
17 and a half.
I don't know what 17 and a half means, but... Alright, so I need to get here. Right there. But to get there... I guess I can go through the Malgron's Fork and head that way, right? Because I don't really have any reason to head down there right now. Oh geez, this map is larger than I thought. Actually, at first. But I guess if it's the only map, though, it's kind of small, don't you think? Whatever. So I guess I need to head to Malgron's Fork. Yeah, let's head over there. And then we're going to need to head sort of down. So we're going to need to head south, but then I got to go east in order to get where we want to go. All right. Yes. Squatted at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man with bulging red cheeks raked by pock scars and scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith's bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap, and then out of nowhere there is a hint of alchemical fire that fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
The question mark is barely there. As the man makes the statement, the statue takes on a reddish cast as if one is holding a torch to it, then slowly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't churn as the statue blossoms into flame.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
The weaving firelight from the statue gives off no heat. So much so, you wonder if it's some trick of the mind. The ugly man before you doesn't seem to notice it or feel it, although the sheen on his brow is still present, as if he's burning up from within. I wonder if that's something I can see because I'm a watcher. The man smiles slightly at your words, then nods, never taking his eyes off you. I could do better, though the road holds little else. His eyes run the length of your frame, and he follows it with sneer. Until now.
The world holds many whores we worship. Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper, or paid for such in countless ways. But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the Deerwood of all places he should have leave to speak them?
The sudden waving of flame from the statue casts more light on his features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease and other marks of the road. The hem of his robes, including the sleeves, are all burned at the edges, as if he walked at a great distance across a fire. Then he reached into the flames with his hands to pull something out. The staff looks thick, stout, of blackened ash, once burned by a terrible fire beneath the ash. The lines of the wood bear shapes and patterns, and there is a certainty that staff was once something far more dangerous, but not now.
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Durance shakes his head, and his hand curls tightly around his staff. I can see that questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away, one by
I am a
one.
missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot. There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions.
Hmm.
I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their mewling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you. Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand. As for disease, not all of us were close to water when the pox hit. But it's no longer a passenger in my flesh. It left its marks as well. But like flames, the pox doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching. Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
I mean, if he holds his own and he isn't a burden and he's actually helpful, then why not? Potentially has information to give. I don't think I lose much, really, by bringing him along. I'm heading up now. I kind of didn't... Alright, well, from here, I can just go back. So, I need to head back down this way, I guess. Probably this way. Yeah, this trail. Plus, the party's a decent size now. Except, we gotta go to the Black Meadow. Because I gotta go to that guy and talk to him and find out what my deal is. And plus, this Durst guy here might actually be helpful in information as well. What a not so lovely place. Just gotta keep going east. Right now. Oh! Field mice scatter, crawling between the beast's teeth. That's good information to have. Ooh, jeez. That always catches me off guard. Good information to have, though, that, dragons are a thing. Take 18 hours. Yeah, it'll be... Should be in the morning still when we get there, because it'll be like a day or so. Or no, it'll be night, won't it? Never mind. Or actually, what time will it be? Math. Okay, it is still daylight. It should tell me right here. 10. Here we are. We find ourselves where we were going, I suppose. Just off the side of the path into Ciad Nua stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Amwan, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer wall as if of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise as his face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting.
Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks, just there. Workers and masons, I expect. carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cad Noir. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests. Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone.
Does he have a gun?
Capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Meerwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep. Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless swords and long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know. I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
All right then. I
Follow your-
legitimately think he just straight up has a gun. That's so much better than my bow. Jeez. Well, all right then.
Cold and dry with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
Oh, there's a something over here that I can't quite see. Shadow! That's just all attack.
Brave thou Philon Yali.
Oh gosh. There's way more of those than I thought there was. Alright, I'm going to keep my target here still. I suggest your target over here. Put you there. I want to keep Shadow on him and put you over there. Ooh, my wolf is getting hurt a lot. Oh.
Almost.
All right. All right, that's good information to have, I suppose.
I shall.
What?
Aye?
Oh boy. What is he? Second level wizard. Second level priest. Third level chanter. Interesting. Oh, I'm actually... Am I able to level? How does that work? I think I just auto level when that kind of stuff happens. I think. I really hope this guy's not dead. Like, I really was supposed to talk to him. Oh, I saw you. Okay, open my map real quick. That's all I can see, apparently. I saw it, yeah, there it is. Will-O-Wisp. Alright, so I'm gonna have you.
Let's go.
Alright. Is there something over here? Oh, let's grab the rest of the party.
Yes?
Oh boy. What have we come upon? Jeez. This is definitely not just a quick stop and learn stuff trip now. It's most certainly more than that. Okay. Just the doggo. Go into stealth mode. That's right, he can't actually examine things, but he can open up the map. That's the nice thing. Even if I was alone, because I have my familiar, I can like scout out like this. It's very slow going though, but it's good information to have. Let's see what's around the corner over here. Since this looks to be the only way forward. Alright, well, I'm gonna have you head over here now. Rat skitter among the broken stairs. Okay, well, the stairs are broken, that's no good. Cobwebs bind the remains of the broken, cracked mortar and various shattered bottles. Alright, well, this place is pretty abandoned looking, it looks like. But if we need to, if like we're hurt, I think we could probably come over here and rest. Since it doesn't look like
Yeah.
doesn't look like anything's really in there, so it looks like that's a pretty safe spot if I need to use it for that. Well,
Right.
there is this other building. Oh crap.
Brave thou Sheila.
Let's go.
Oh, it dropped something. Right, so group up right here. Have you come right here. Divine Terror. Halt. Restore minor endurance. Shares a potion of the cleric's divine strength, restoring some endurance to all allies in the area of effect. But it doesn't give any healing. And Leaf's pretty healthy. Oh, I guess he just has the endurance. He doesn't have like a hit bar because he's just a familiar. You're pretty good as well. I think the only guy that's really getting hurt is Durance, the man who promised that he would hold his own, I'd like to say. I'd open the map. What have I discovered so far? Not much. Let's see what's down here, I guess. Oh gosh. Everyone, it's...
Thou Sheila nearly.
Aye?
Let's go. Let's go. Curses.
Oh my, I went down. But I'm fine, because we won. And I have 197 hit points remaining. So I'm fine. I'm not gonna die. One side of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and... Well, thanks for just not letting me read that. And whatnot. Can I even go into this house? Okay, so they're not, like, they're pretty painful. Like, they those things can fight. But, so far, we've been doing a pretty good job at it. Well, I wonder if I have to rest to level up. Like, real question, like... I don't know any of... Well, here, like... Oh, I can just change this whenever I want? Oh, no, I like this one way more. Yeah, no, this one right here, for sure. Keep this and that. Oh, yeah, I can't change him, though. Yeah, I think we're all capable of a levels-ish. Except him, because he's, like, already... Except I don't want to just go use a I don't want to use a campfire kit right now if I don't have to. Oh boy.
Brave thou Philoth
Alright, good. Second wind. Once per encounter. Okay, that's good to know. But, what does it do? Oh, it's endurance. It's all endurance. Essentially, that you don't want to. These are probably pretty, like, valuable stuff. Like, many spells and abilities and a limited number of uses. Yeah, I got that. Mark you. What do you got? You got some stuff, right? Like, what do you got? Oh, you've got like. Oh, okay. He's a bard. He's a bard. That's what he is. He's a chanter. He's a bard. Got it. Wow. All right. Yeah. Other than that, everyone just do your thing. Oh, oops. Okay. I see. So I gotta actually first let them. That's good to know. That's good to know. Let him use that now.
Brave thou Philoth
We just annihilated that guy.
Sure.
Like, straight up, he's wrecked.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you! You can't do this! This is our village, our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations.
Ah, so this place is just super haunted.
Your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier. Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious already, but this place is super haunted. Like, super haunted. There's this place over here that I kind of want to see before I should go in there. Because that's obviously the main keep. But I want to... I got a nice little party now. They just grow in shaky heaps, the weeds and tall. Okay, that's everything then. Alright. There's actually nothing over here. Okay, so this is... Looks like this is the whole map. Actually, is there something over here that I can do? Map. I don't think I can get on that. Alright. Well, I guess let's head over here again then. Let's actually watch them, so if they get attacked or something, I can actually make decisions. Well, alright then. Like seriously though, this guy was like, "Hey, I promise to carry my own weight," and he's like, "But actually, I'm gonna get wrecked."
They like their archways. Brave Dalfilathili. Let's burn! This away! Long has it been since we made camp?
Did Durns die? Literal question here. Oh my god, he has 5 hit points.
What?
Alright, we need to... Camping is not allowed in this area. Alright, well then I need to... head back out and camp, because he's going to die if... Like, I didn't realize, like, he's like, oh, I can carry my own. And then he's getting, like, beat up every left and right. Whatever. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go ahead and enter here, and then I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to end the episode. But, yeah, these things are definitely way more dangerous than, like, wraiths and stuff. Maybe I should have him, like, stand, like, maybe I should have him not go into combat as much, because he is, like, a healer cleric type guy. So maybe I should have him, like, stand by my ranged combatants, and then they can, have him, like, assist them. Sure. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game with a custom file name. There we go. I feel like that's an appropriate save file name. And I guess see you in the next video. Yay!